Welcome to Apex Philosophy, the perfect place to find motivation. Be sure to subscribe and listen every day so you can become your best self. Please like and share the video to help inspire others. Lao Tzu quotes that will blow your mind Part 2. Not only was Lao Tzu a great philosopher from the Chinese Empire, but he also had the best proverbs to date. He spent his life seeking knowledge and devoting his time to the application of his teachings. This is the second video we have done on Lao Tzu, so be sure and look for our other one for more great quotes. On humility. Humility is one of the virtues emphasized by Lao Tzu. Not only did he feel it was the most important, but he also felt it was the foundation for all other virtues. From humility, other virtues may grow, and through humility, they can thrive. To be humble, you must first learn to listen. He who knows does not speak. He who speaks does not know. Silence is humility. It is better to listen and understand first. Then you can speak from a place of understanding. He who talks more is sooner exhausted. Silence is a source of great strength. Silence recognizes the importance of the voice of others and not only of oneself. It gives you the opportunity to think and ponder the correct words to speak. Respond intelligently even to unintelligent treatment. If you keep feeling a point that has been sharpened, the point cannot long preserve its sharpness. It is important to maintain your health or your tools, but over-testing will lead to a breakdown. You must use something to keep it in working order, but do not overdo it, or you will wear it out, and it will not be available when you need it. Fill your bowl to the brim, and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife, and it will blunt. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. You can't keep doing the same things and hope for a different outcome. It is essential to reflect on what you have done in the past and where it is leading you. You must be willing to make changes to yourself in order to change the direction of your life. The sage does not hoard. The more he helps others, the more he benefits himself. The more he gives to others, the more he gets himself. The way of heaven does one good, but never does one harm. The way of the sage is to act, but not to compete. To find the way of the Tao, you must think of balance. You must give in order to receive. The more you help others, the more they will help you. Every good deed plants the seed of good deed in return. The more people you can help, the more wealth you will have. If you would take, you must first give. This is a beginning of intelligence. He who attains has little. He who scatters has much. I remember this friend of mine that is always inviting us to go to internships, competitions, and the like. Only later on did I realize how great this person was. Not everyone is willing to share and invite other people to opportunities, especially if those opportunities can be taken away from them. For example, if it's an internship, then the candidates will compete for the same position and only the best will receive it, which could have been me, not my friend. But this did not hinder him. He openly shared this with everyone, knowing what was at stake. In that way, he has become selfless. The wise man does not lay up his own treasures. The more he gives to others, the more he has for his own. Do not hold back or be selfish with your knowledge or possessions. The more you give to those around you, the more they will give back. To know yet to think that one does not know is best. Not to know yet to think that one knows will lead to difficulty. In other words, it is better to know, but think you may not know enough to know what is best, than it is to know and assume you know enough to know what is best. The latter will lead to difficulty. Stay humble and always assume there is something you don't know. Those who have the knowledge don't predict. Those who predict don't have knowledge. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. If you do not know what enough is, you will strive forever and never be satisfied. Learn to be grateful for what you have and satisfied with enough. Otherwise, you will always feel lacking and never have enough. Ambition has one heel nailed in well, though she stretches her fingers to touch the heavens. Do not let your ambition consume you. Learn to let go and let life happen at its own pace, and you will find that you get farther without as much pain and struggle. It is important to be grateful for what you have and to be satisfied where you are, or you will never find happiness. Happiness cannot be found where your ambition is, but where you are. One who is too insistent on his own views finds few to agree with him. It is important to be open-minded and accepting of others. Otherwise, you'll have no friends or allies. On truth. Truthful words are not beautiful. Beautiful words are not truthful. Good words are not persuasive. Persuasive words are not good. The truth often hurts our egos. We are not perfect, and the truth often points out our flaws. Beautiful words often stroke our egos and make us feel good. It is rare that the truth can be beautiful in that way. Good words are words that would help a person grow or live a better life. These words are often words that one doesn't want to hear, words that people reject or run away from, but words that are manipulative tend to stroke their ego and draw them closer. In that way, the words of truth are always paradoxical. Nature is not human-hearted. Nature does not know good and evil. Is the lion evil for killing its prey? Do not trust that nature will treat you kindly. It is wild and unpredictable, yet at the same time giving and beautiful. To see things in the seed is genius. Everything has a beginning, and most are small. To be able to see the mustard tree in the mustard seed is a sign of true wisdom. Every small deed repeated will amplify into something big in the future. Take a moment to look into the future and see what this will become. At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are and you know what you want. Seek your inner being. Look inward for your purpose and your calling. The meaning of life is unique to each of us, so seek it within you, and you will live a life worth living. Without stirring abroad, one can know the whole world. Without looking out of the window, one can see the way of heaven. The further one goes, the less one knows. He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened. It is easy to see others, to evaluate their good and bad characteristics, but to look in the mirror and see our own is very difficult. If you can look inward and truly know thyself, you will be able to conquer anything. He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty. With strength, you can overpower others, but this will only get you so far in life. You will get much further if you look inward, conquer your weakness, and nurture self-improvement. The power of intuitive understanding will protect you from harm until the end of your days. Your intuition is like a gut feeling. It is your body picking up on something that your cognitive mind cannot. Sometimes this is thrilling like a roller coaster ride, but be careful when it comes to people or situations you are not familiar with. Your intuition will often warn you of danger. If you listen to it, you will remove much suffering from your life. On character. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. In order to grow and become more than who or what we are, we must first let go of who we think we are. We must let the current image of ourselves die to make room for the changed person we wish to become. You must let go of your ego and your identity if you ever want to become more than you are. By letting it go, it all gets done. The world is won by those who let it go. But when you try and try, the world is beyond winning. The snow goose need not bay to make itself white. Neither need you to do anything but be yourself. You are enough. Love yourself for who you are and know that you are enough. You may need to learn or grow, but you are valuable and lovable. You have a purpose. Work towards that purpose and you will find fulfillment. It is better to do one's own duty, however defective it may be, than to follow the duty of another, however well one may perform it. He who does his duty as his own nature reveals it never sins. Do not try to copy what someone else is doing, for you are not them, and you will never do what they do as well as they do it. You will always make mistakes and feel inadequate. Instead, embrace yourself and your own purpose, even if you don't think you are good at it. If you put all of yourself into it, it will be done in a way that reflects your true self. It will be done perfectly as it should, and no one will be able to duplicate it. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. This is a sign of true confidence. Finding your inner self and letting it shine without arrogance is most attractive. Do not envy others. Do not compare yourself to them. Do not get jealous. We are all unique. No one is the same, and you cannot compare an apple to an orange. Be comfortable in your skin and be the best you can be. People will respect and admire you for that. A scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. The love of comfort will hold you back. In order to grow and learn, you must put yourself into uncomfortable situations. You must embrace the fear and discomfort and go into the unknown. Otherwise, you will stay stagnant and will never grow. Get accustomed to discomfort and see it as a sign that you are growing. He who does not trust enough will not be trusted. We must all create an environment of trust wherein we can form a synergy and make the world better. We cannot make changes alone. We have to trust others to help us, and they will trust us to help them. If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. If you are not afraid of dying, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Don't get too attached to anything. Learn how to let go. Let go of your grudges, your sadness, your fears. On leadership. Be the chief but never the lord. Leading as a mentor, a teacher, or a guide. Leading by example. Lead as a friend, never a dictator. To lead people to walk behind them. The best leaders are the ones encouraging others and helping them succeed. They are the greatest servants. They serve their people and support them so that they may achieve great things. The wicked leader is the one who the people despise. A good leader is he who the people revere. The great leader is he who the people say, "We did it ourselves." Do the difficult things while they are easy and do the great things while they are small. It is easier to put out fires before they start. Think ahead and deal with problems while they are small and easy, rather than wait until they blow up in your face. For example, it is easier to call your friend out for stepping over your boundaries the first time it happens, rather than wait until the resentment builds to the point that you blow up on them and ruin the relationship. Or, it is easier to fix your cracked windshield right away, rather than deal with the crack until you get pulled over and receive a fix-it ticket. Man's enemies are not demons, but human beings like himself. We are all human. Each of us has individual wants and desires. Sometimes we find ourselves at odds with someone. Remember that they are human. They are not some evil demon. Treat them with respect and try to create a mutual solution. How could man rejoice in victory and delight in the slaughter of men? One cannot reflect in streaming water. Only those who know internal peace can give it to others. You must first be at peace with yourself before you can help others. If you have not conquered your inner demons, you will not be able to help others. First, look inward and heal yourself before reaching out to help others. In the world, there is nothing more submissive and weak than water. Yet for attacking that which is hard and strong, nothing can surpass it. You must be flexible to overcome challenges. Stubbornness will only lead to conflict. On accomplishing great things. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. A calm mind will bring you insights you never thought possible. A calm mind will help you make proper decisions. With a calm mind, you will be able to achieve anything. A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. You cannot succeed at anything if you do not start. It takes thousands of small, insignificant steps to achieve big goals. Just start. Before you know it, you'll be there. Don't be intimidated about what is to come. Just focus on the next right step. An ant on the move does more than a dozing ox. All difficult things have their origin in that which is easy, and great things in that which is small. If you break down a great thing or a complicated task into smaller and smaller pieces, it starts to look simpler and simpler. The Great Wall of China is just a bunch of bricks. A great piece of music is just a bunch of notes. Master the small pieces and the bigger things become attainable. Great acts are made up of small deeds. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. When you want to know the truth about happiness and contentment, it's not a destination but a journey. Be satisfied that you are making progress. Do not wait to feel happiness. Do not delay until you'll reach some arbitrary destination. Be happy now. Thank you for listening. Comment below. Tell us what your favorite quote was.